Hey guys, and welcome back. Welcome back to Breakdown. This is the very first video. I'm coming back to Breakdown in a long time. I haven't uploaded anything for a long time, but hey, I'm coming back. I know I keep saying that, um, but this is my return, and I want to do something kind of special, and I'm going to start doing it on the channel. Maybe not all the time, and maybe like once a month. I'm going to do something like this. I think it's kind of cool. I kind of like to play the game, and I may start getting back into it. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. But it's called Champions of the Galaxy, and it's kind of a dice game. So you use dice, and here are my dice I used. This little cool one right here, and this one. It's a normal one. But this is kind of a cool one. I don't remember where I got this from. I think it was. Oh, it does. It does have his name on it. There was a card shop called Larry's Sports Cards in Greensburg, and actually, I guess it has his phone number and everything on there for the store that he used to have. But that's no longer in Greensburg. Just wasn't really making money. Which card shops don't really make money too much. It's really hard to turn a profit. But anyway, I call this CCW Crystal Cut Wrestling. I use the cards from them, and there's other wrestlers that you won't see yet. Um, and maybe I'll do a show off of the cards I have currently, and maybe try and order some more wrestlers to add to it. I kind of want to go in order to introduce them, but I kind of don't follow the storylines too much. I kind of want to make up my own, but we'll see where it goes. But anyway, CCW, the first round for the tournament to crown the very first CCW World Champion is underway, and I held it, and I rolled the dice, and if it got it, I had this thing about every time I roll dice, if it comes a 6, I usually made that person win. Like that's how I did a long time ago. And I may do something like that with another version of this game I might play with actual wrestlers that did exist and have lived. But it may be like kind of like a wrestling all stars game. I may do something like that. I think that would be interesting to kind of mix in the current stars and the old stars and kind of be able to use my imagination in that way. But these are wrestlers that they got the 6. They got entered into the tournament. Was a, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Was it what? How was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So it was an 18-man tournament. I don't know. Don't ask. I don't know why I came up with that. But I think I wanted it to end with a triple threat. And I think that's why I did it. But anyway, the very first match I'm just going to kind of tell you what happened. I tried to do it like as I'm doing it, but I don't know how that's going to work. I would literally have to sit here and roll the dice and tell you what's going on as it happens. But we had Splatter take on, if I can get the cards to move off of the thing. This might be kind of a longer video. Hopefully I don't drop anything on the pad thing. He took on Royal Overlord. This guy's actually a manager, so it really wasn't fair, but why would he enter the tournament? Kind of weird, but hey, he won the shot, but he drew bad because he had to go against Splatter. Splatter won with a pile driver, and it was a very, very short match. It should have been. It should have been. Anyway, so that was the first one, and I got to keep the winners separate because they have to be in a bracket by themselves. So I'll do that, and I'll put him back in the losers bracket. The losers thing, there's not going to be a losers bracket. It's going to be purely to the end, and probably the next time I do this, it's going to be 2 rounds in the same night in the fictional land, Anyways, then we got Beast Rider against Billy Joe Boxer. And it does say what set they come in. This is Invasion 2088. Like I said, it's basically a card game with dice, and there's other charts you got to use and stuff to roll. I thought I made a video about the game, but I don't know if I uploaded it. But anyway, I may do an old in-depth thing about Champions of the Galaxy if you guys want that. But anyways, Billy Joe Boxer, Beast Rider, Billy Joe Boxer won with a pile driver on the outside. After he did the pile driver on the outside, he won by countout because Beast Rider could not answer the count after he did the pile driver. Kind of a dastardly move. Like, I think he's a good guy, but he did a dastardly move. Like, he advances. He's still in the tournament. He could be the very, very first CCW World Champion. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Then we get these cards. And the original ones are really old. And I know I waited a long time, and then I finally ordered the second set, which they're kind of pricey for what they are. And I mean, I have some self-created characters. You'll see them, trust me. Great artwork. Anyway, but we had Death Knight versus Invincible Kraken. And you can see the wear of the cards. A couple of them got stains on them, like water stains or something on them. So Invincible Kraken, Death Knight, probably one of the best matches on the card. Well, it says quick match, so I guess not. But some of them were kind of brutal. But this is, I mean, I guess as far as on paper, this should have been an awesome match. But it ended up with a sunset flip and a surprise pin by Death Knight with a quick match. Crazy, crazy. Probably people would have been irritated if they were at this show live. Invincible Kraken goes back into the locker room to figure out what he's going to do next in the CCW. What's for him? Is he going to go for is the middleweight championship? I don't know what I'm going to call that, but there will be one in the future. We'll see. I'm hoping this to be like a whole dimension of new thing that I'll come out with. Then we had Tong Soon, and you see this is kind of like intergalactic, so like you're gonna see some weird people versus Massacre, one of my favorites. And Massacre got the win with. Did I put anything else on here? Okay, I'm gonna start putting them up here now because I gotta read. My head's cut off in the video. Sorry. I'm trying to read the paper. The Massacre won with a Massacre Slam. Hold on. I have to read. Okay. And Tong Soon gave him a heck of a match. It was an incredible match. Tong Soon is a very, very rough character, and it was hard to beat. And Tong Soon kicked out of a cross body from the top rope, and also a decapitator, which is the another one of Massacre's finishing moves. So it was a tough match, but Massacre came out on top. He will be advancing. This could be your next CCW champion as well. I hope he wins. I really do. I really do. And one of the guys who really is favored that every time he enters a tournament, he wins. Brute, which is Massacre's tag partner, when they do a tag team, he didn't even get entered into the tournament. So that could come into play later on when we have maybe a battle royal to see who's going to face the world champion, or down the road when we try and determine a number one contender. Then we had Pit Viper versus Adam Blast. Didn't really write anything down with this, but I'm assuming when I didn't put anything down, that it was kind of a decent match and went back and forth for a while. Pit Viper did get the win. He will advance to the next round, with Adam Blast going back into the locker room. Then this was kind of a weird match. Man Mountain, which is a big honking fella. I can't remember he's in a tag team with somebody. Mesmer, Master of the Occult. He got the victory by doing the eye blinder, which is some kind of move. Where's that at? I don't see it. I don't know. Oh, eye blinder. I really don't know what that is. What would that be in wrestling? Like a face rake? I'm not really sure. Anyway, he advances. What happened? Awesome. So this guy, there's sets. And then there's some people that I order. This is Halkanoro. He's one of the very first creative character winners, and he's actually a cruiserweight. And he's actually, before they even released anything to do with cruiserweights, he was a creative character winner. So he's one of the first characters in the game. So they made him pretty decently strong. So he's hard to beat in the game. But he took on Reptilio, which by look, he could be a cruiserweight too. So these guys probably had a barn burner of a match in this thing. And Halcon Oro, and they did. They had a back and forth match. Kind of anybody could have won. But Halcon Oro won with a Ave da Rapina. I probably pronounced it wrong. Whatever. Halcon Oro could be the first ever CCW World Champion. You never know. Anything can happen. Then we get Proteus versus Killer Queen. Killer Queen wins with a shoulder breaker after a grueling match as well. Then we get Lightning, which kind of looks like a skinny Tatanka. I don't know. Versus Trainer Jim, who is also kind of a manager, but they gave him pretty decent. Well, no, he's not really. He's basically a manager. Trainer Jim loses. He goes back to the locker room. Lightning got the win with the lightning kick, probably like a super kick, I'm assuming. So he takes the win. He advances to the next round. There's nothing on the back of this. Yeah, no. I didn't think I finished it. So there you go. And the way this will happen next, when I do the next round, is that all these superstars will get put into some sort of, like I'll roll the dice. And what I did last time is I rolled, and every time a person got a 6, they get pulled out and they get put into a pile. And then I get 6. No, yeah, I do that until I get 6 people, and then I roll a dice. Whatever number comes up, that wrestler's in the match, and I do that for the 6 people, and then I make the match, and it goes forward. I like doing singles matches with this game, but I don't really like doing tag matches and stuff. It's kind of weird. I don't know. See, I don't know if really I want to make a tag team title, but it's kind of interesting to do tag matches. But yeah, but pretty cool. CCW is going to start, like I said, every once in a while. Probably not going to be all the time. Probably monthly, if that. Just whenever I got time to roll the dice and, roll the dice and record the video. I don't know if I'll ever do it live, but we'll see. I mean, not live. You know what I mean. Like recording on the channel, because that's kind of weird. I'd have to set up the tripod, and it'd be kind of weird setting it up. But we'll see. But with that being said, hearing voices, I'm going to end the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave comments down below about what you thought about it. What do you think I should change about it? Should I add something to it? Should I do, I don't know. I have no idea. Should I do it, like, just off camera and tell you guys what's going on? Would that be better? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just kind of playing around with this. Something new to add to the breakdown channel. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys later. And keep on rocking.